Hey, you guys want to play a game? Would You Rather stars Brittany Snow, Jeffrey Combs, and is directed by David Guy Levy. Sometimes reviewers are stupid. I already recorded a review for this, and my dumb self actually forgot to hook my lab onto my collar here, and it was in my lap because I was doing a thumbnail and I didn't want this to be in my thumbnail. But I forgot to hook it up. So the whole video, I sound like I'm in a freaking tunnel. It sounds horrible, and there's no way I could put that out. So I'm gonna review this a second time for you guys. But this is a patron requested review for Amanda Block. This month of November, I'm gonna be focusing really hard on patron requests because I'm looking forward to a lot of these movies actually, because a lot of them I haven't seen, like that movie right there, Savage Streets. Just look at that cover, by the way, Savage Streets. Yeah, I just got that in the mail a couple days ago. Haven't seen the movie yet, but this is one that's on my request list, and I'm a huge Linda Blair fan. And Linnea Quigley, who happens to be in it. So that one's gonna be coming soon. I'm also gonna be doing The Hitcher, a VHS review, because I have a VHS copy right there of The Hitcher. It's brand new. It's still sealed. Got it for $7. That's another thing too. You know, my every dime that I get in my Patreon page goes right back into the channel, going into buying movies like this, so that way I can give you guys a proper review, you know? But anyway, Would You Rather is a movie that I've seen before. I believe it came out in 2013. I watched it a couple years ago, and it's one that really stuck out. One that I thought, you know, I need to review this one sometime. And then, lo and behold, one of my patrons wanted me to review it, and I was like, yes. And so I gave it another watch. Definitely holds up. But first off, quick plot synopsis. Brittany Snow, she plays Iris, and she's trying to protect her brother. Her brother has cancer. And so she's desperate, you know, she needs money. So she is approached by Jeffrey Combs, who plays Shepard Lambrick. And Jeffrey Combs, we're gonna get into him. Very interesting actor. But yeah, he is this very wealthy guy, very eccentric guy, and he has this game called Would You Rather. You know, he basically feeds off desperate people. Basically in the game, everybody's gonna die except one person. Whoever's left standing ends up getting the money or whatever they want. But you know, the contestants, you know, they're very desperate, and they don't know that they're gonna be dead by the end of the game if they don't win. But you know, they sign a contract and they're just so desperate because, you know, you and me would not do this game unless we knew every detail about it. But these are really desperate people, and I like that. You know, you got people from all different walks of life. You got like a soldier there. You got this guy who's an alcoholic, and he's hasn't had a drop of alcohol in I think like 15, 20 years. And so, you know, these people with these weaknesses, these vices, that's what he feeds on. And Brittany Snow just happens to be one of these type people. You know, she will do anything to save her brother.
Iris, Shepard Lambrick.
Dr. Barton's told me much about you. Your brother, he's quite sick.
You can help him.
By the way, this will be a spoiler review, so if you have not seen Would You Rather, then you might not want to watch this. But it is an older movie, and if it's old, then I usually do a spoiler talk. Now, with a name like Would You Rather, it's a really, I guess, sticky name, you know? It sounds like a gimmick. It's one of those names that you know, at face value, you're gonna think, oh, this is gonna be one of those tongue-in-cheek, young adult type movies. It's actually not that at all. It's a very serious script, you know. And I think because of the weight of Brittany Snow and Jeffrey Combs, they bring so much levity to this this plot, this very simple plot. And it does have all those elements of, like, you know, the Saw movies, where you have teeth-gritting, really edgy tasks that these contestants have to do. It's weird to call them contestants.
Light the fuse!
Because you have actors and, you know, characters that are this interesting, then it kind of raises it up a notch. And I think the glue that holds it together especially is Brittany Snow, because there's quite a few scenes in this where she is presented with these tasks that she has to do, and she sells it with her performance, you know, her love for her brother. And there's quite a few scenes in there where she, you know, she breaks down. It just gives a very emotional performance, and I respected that about this movie, because a lot of people aren't going to be into these types of films, you know, those films that make you kind of look away at this from the screen. But because you are so invested in Brittany Snow and Jeffrey Combs, actually, because he's really interesting in this too, that you still want to watch it. You want to find out if she's going to be able to save her brother. How's this whole thing going to end? Is she going to be able to take down Lambrick? Now, Jeffrey Combs is a very interesting actor. I didn't really know much about him because I haven't seen Reanimator yet. I know you guys are going to throw tomatoes at me. Just one of those movies I never got around to seeing. It's a very eccentric, cult, classic type of film. I do plan on seeing it eventually. But I did see him in Frighteners. I wasn't the biggest fan of Frighteners. You've already turned off the review, I just know it. He is a very eccentric actor, very good actor. I would say he's even one of those actors like Nicholson, like Daniel Day-Lewis, that has that it factor. You know, that's something that you can't really learn. It's something that you have to, it's just part of you. It's in your DNA. That's what Jeffrey Combs is. He has this unique delivery. And he made this so watchable. And he's 100% in control throughout this whole thing. Because a character like that, I think if you don't have a really good actor, then you're going to be poking fun at it, because any of these characters in this movie, there's no way they would buy into this guy's bullshit. But because he's such a great actor, he's able to sell the plot of the movie. Now, doing a review on a movie like this, you have to talk about the stunts or the tasks or evidently the kills. All of them really keep you interested. And I like the premise of the game too. You know, it's like you're given two different tasks. You have to choose between one. Neither one of them are going to be fun at all. It's basically self-preservation is what you're doing, but the cost of that is someone else's life, or potentially someone else's life, and that's what makes the game interesting. And that plays a big role in the very last act of the movie, when it's just Iris and the other guy that she's going against. You know, you think that you know, she's not going to kill this guy, right? So what's she going to do to get out of this? Nope, she kills him. She loves her brother so much that she actually kills the guy. And then it's just tragic because after that, her brother dies anyway, which is crazy. But you know, a lot of these tasks are ones that you're like, ooh, what would I do in that situation? You know, you got the one where the guy takes 1,000,000 lashings. Then you got the one where Sasha Grey has to get her head dunked under water for 2 minutes. You know, all these are things that are really interesting, actually. Some of them make you want to look away, like the razor blade to the eyeball. And I could go on and on. There's quite a few tasks in this movie, and that is part of the fun of it. But luckily, everything around those tasks is pretty interesting as well. Now, as far as any cons, I would say Sasha Grey is not a great actress. I know she has a history in porn, but you know, Tracy Lords is a really good actress. If you don't believe me, check out Excision. She is a phenomenal actress in that movie, actually. But Sasha Grey, not so much. So she's one of those actors that kind of brings it down a bit when she comes into frame. But overall, guys, I still have a really good time with Would You Rather. I'll give it a low purchase worthy. It's one that really surprised me, actually. And, you know, Brittany Snow, she's known for the Pitch Perfect franchise. And she did that really crappy Prom Night remake, which I hate. You know what? She proved herself. She's still a really good actress in this. And I believe she produced it too. So, you know, she put her money where her mouth was. Or is. That sounds weird. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts on Would You Rather? Let me know in the comments. Thank you, Amanda Block, for requesting this one. I really enjoyed watching it. Also, be sure to come over to Killer Flicks, where we talk horror all day and every day and on Fridays. We do Free For All Fridays. I hope I had my mic on this time, or at least I hope I had it hooked to my collar. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and Drumdum out.